buy for Guardian, armor on the rest of them, and HellRaisers with lots of utility for the pistol round. It might all be gone within the first couple of seconds, though. A couple of USP dinks from T-Spawn.
They both got dinked. Both the players looking down mid get headshot by these USPs. That is a stellar beginning for Na'Vi, already softening up this T side from HellRaisers considerably in this round. They try and get out through long. Na'Vi do just concede this side of the map. They're going to try and boost the man up to join Simple here. It's Guardian in the site with him, and they're looking to triple peek long from all these different levels of elevation just to throw those crosshairs off. They didn't see anyone on that peak, but they do know there's a man down in the pit. And so with someone here, you're anticipating that maybe there's a few more players for HellRaisers. Nice shot there from Simple. Boomich over here at the crossroads. He'll get forced back. Smokes it down, and they try and get behind Gandalf. Boomich goes running through. Takes one down for his troubles. This double setup at Gandalf, and they deal with Guardian, but they don't expect Simple. He's only good for one. Here's Electronic, though, to save the day. Doubling up in the bomb site, and Na'Vi, they'll get that pistol round solidified nice and quick. They don't even let the bomb go down.
Just every turn HellRaisers make, there's another player, and they can't get a single window of opportunity in that site, even killing Guardian, and then just getting immediately re-peaked by Simple. I like that little bait setup from Na'Vi, and they will win the pistol off the back of Electronic and Simple. 2 kills from each of them there, as Na'Vi hold on to the A site with ease. It's a force buy in round number 2, despite the lack of bomb plant. Interesting decision, but Scout and a Galil. I feel like, yeah, I'm not a fan of this force. I feel like, yeah, you get a bomb plant, you get some Kriegs, make it interesting, but what are you really supposed to accomplish with a Galil and a Scout? You've really got to hope for a lot here. Na'Vi, they do have a couple of SMGs, but majority rifles, so this should be a Na'Vi round, but let's see if they get a bit too aggressive and start feeding HellRaisers some kills. Flash up to grenade rather short. Electronic, hey, he's there for a second before the kill comes in. The grenade will avenge his death. Nuki coming up to grab that bomb, but there's still Guardian pushed up with his own Scout. Oh, damage from Nuki. That's going to send Guardian back. He'll just concede short, give them back the bomb. Boomich will be the one to re-aggress with the SMG, but a well-timed rotation from HellRaisers falling back. Boomich is going to catch this information and feed it onto Simple and mid.
I love that from Na'Vi, right? You see Guardian dropping off of short. You imagine that means short's empty, and he's going to fall back into the bomb site. So that immediate re-aggression from Boomich, okay, a little bit ugly there as Nuki gets that kill. Regardless, this bomb still dropped over at short, and that presents a huge problem for HellRaisers. They've got no utility. They try and run the gauntlet, and perfectly timed, Flamey and Simple get those kills.
Team ace as well for Na'Vi. Everyone getting a frag in that round, so force buy not coming to too great of an effect for the likes of HellRaisers. And yeah, just these little setups from Na'Vi, these re-aggressions, these bait and switches have already looked really good, and we're only 2 rounds into this map. They were great back on Inferno. HellRaisers now having to throw an eco into Na'Vi's hand. Spot towards mid. Crush sees that player go into the lower tunnel, so Electronic's position has been rumbled, and that M4 getting dropped. Simple gets glocked. Now, Crush did hit him with a D.
Yeah, I know, but still, I mean, a Glock kill from top mid to Simple, no less, with an M4. That's
weird one, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think I would see that ever. So, there we go. Round 3 of Dust2, the second map between HR and Na'Vi. And we'll see Simple, best player in the world, getting Glock from top middle. However, that's one thing, finding a round is another, and with Guardian just killing people without even seeing them, it might be a pretty hard thing to accomplish. 2 players over at long, Crush and Flarich. Boomich on the other side. He's about to have a D, gonna see Z come his way. And the MP9, perfect for this. The aim punch is going to send their aim flying. That bomb's dropped over at short, so Boomich catching the timing there, and in the exact moment that he pushes, Crush has fallen out from long. 1 by 1 they fall, and that is Na'Vi 3-0 up. They find that conversion as well, and now we have the buy back in for HellRaisers.
Yeah, Krieg time as well. The AWP can come through for Nuki. Obviously, Na'Vi still running a bit of a bonus round. They kept SMGs in that previous, and they will have them here and now. Actually, no Kriegs for HellRaisers. Full AKs. Classic Dust2 here as this AWP spots towards mid, and the AWP is gone, Harry. Guardian shooting players he can't see once again through the doors, dropping the bomb.
Through the doors, through a smoke. What more obstacles could they put in his way?
He even had a scout versus an AWP.
Yeah, there's another. I mean, that's worrying that Guardian's getting off to such a good start. Especially because even if Guardian, you know, does... Oh, that's nice.
Boost.
Even if Guardian does slow down, the fact that you've got Simple here, you know, you can maybe look to bring that AWP out on him. That's another terrifying prospect. With all that said, though, HellRaisers, they've somehow managed to retake the man advantage in this round. Na'Vi stacking two of these players up over towards middle. One of them is Guardian.
Oh
my word. 1 on 3 now. You'd need the ace from Guardian with the scout, and surely this is too much to ask. As good as he's looked, as good as he's been, he'll get wallbanged down by Scooby. 3 players staying alive over in the HR side of things. That first rifle round yielding some immediate results here for HellRaisers.
But again, that was just a bonus, and it's not like Na'Vi were shying away from the gunfights there, taking a lot of engagements down middle, as you would expect that scout to. But Na'Vi, yeah, just trying to cheese their way up to long, boosting, or attempting to be boosting inside of the long doors, get one of those SMGs into the stack, but that was red and covered. AWP is now going long side for New Keeper. The Molotov will deny his entrance. Guardian's got his as well, now upgraded from the scout. Flamey still down on an SMG, and he's got no kit despite having money as well. This could be a problem if we get into the late round here in a bomb plant for HellRaisers, but right now, no kills to be found.
Control getting taken by HellRaisers. They've got Nuki posted up as well, holding this mid-cross. Now that smoke falling allows Electronic just to skirt on by. Guardian up at the crossroads has that AWP, and I was going to say he could get tested, but now with that bomb rejoining these 2 players in the tunnels, Na'Vi, they've had the right read on this. And look at Boomich on the minimap. All the way through long doors, now in the back line, and this is so much information gained for Na'Vi.
Oh no.
Crush seems aware of the possibility, and with that kill coming in, HellRaisers, they might not commit to this B play after all. 30 seconds left, they've dealt with the aggressive long player, and now they try and fall away. Down towards mid they go, looking for the catwalk cross. Electronic here. These 2 players coming in late have the bomb, and while he does dink up Angel, it's not enough to find the kill. Guardian down in the pit, now has to do almost everything in this round for Na'Vi. He deals with Crush coming in on the long flank. Bomb's gonna get planted for catwalk. And that's where HellRaisers have full control. Na'Vi, you're going to struggle to get back into this 3-on-4.
I think that was a misread for Na'Vi as well, right? When we had Boomich on that flank, he was coming up catwalk to try and get behind HellRaisers, and Electronic rotated off of B. Na'Vi had a triple B setup, and they moved off of it, and maybe assuming that, okay, HellRaisers are going for a cat take with 5, but it was actually the tunnels play. And in that adjustment, when HellRaisers thought they were walking into a stacked bomb site, which they weren't, there were 2 players there, they actually are able to rotate and catch Electronic out of position, going back between middle. So a bit of a weird round, but it works out really well for HellRaisers. They get Na'Vi out of position, and they will find their second on this T side, keeping 4 alive as well, which is extremely important, being able to build some money and keep the AWP as well. So does Guardian though, so it's not exactly free for HellRaisers. Buy is back for Na'Vi. A couple of Famises though, it's not perfect. HellRaisers. Not committing too much to that mid-fight, knowing who you're up against like you've already set up, Harry, with this double or potential. Only 1 though, and Guardian goes above on the catwalk again, holding low. We've seen this before. He wasn't able to get a kill from it last time. This time, similar story. Angel's seen it, and he will not be re-peeking into that. Guardian's going to fall off before he gets attacked from Cat. Molotov will send him back.
Electronic was actually playing, and he still is playing this drop-down position. Now, wouldn't be too uncommon to see Guardian be the man here. But they'll keep the FAMAS floating around this area for now. He'll drop down into CT. So now he's available to hold this mid to B play. HellRaisers with players over towards long, cat control taken. Scooby even holding for the upper tunnels push. This is looking like the catwalk and long split into this A bomb site from HellRaisers. 40 seconds left and plenty of utility here for the T side to play around with. Guardian, a lot of this once again falling onto his shoulders. Has to try and lock this site down from the crossroads. 30 seconds left as now that CT smoke goes in. Just a barrage of smokes to conceal this movement from the catwalk. Electronic, can he spy anything over the top of these CT smokes? He cannot. 5v5 in the retake as that bomb plant comes in. Not every day that you see this on Dust2.
Na'Vi still have players dedicated in B. They're only just rotating off now. This kill makes everything different for Na'Vi. And Guardian's going to find Nuki, so that opens up this potential for retake now. They've got to speed up, though. That bomb's already half-ticked. Kit only on Boomage. Late flank down mid from Angel. Crush, he's got a headshot angle, and he's got heads coming his way. Flarage, same story. He gets away with two. Scooby finding one from the catwalk. Simple's trying to return fire, and he only gets a dink. Now getting pressure from above, and Crush with another kill. Flarich with 3 in the round, and HellRaisers locking a third on this T side. They are going neck and neck against Na'Vi right now, and that should be the money in a bit of a state for Na'Vi as well. They lose everything. So no saves for a change, and despite coming into that retake with a man advantage, it's the heavy cat control and the open bomb plant for HellRaisers that allow them to close it out. Na'Vi not deciding to force in any regard, just a couple of deeks.
Just another one of these creeping slow rounds from HellRaisers. They'll hold, they'll wait for these pistol players to try and get something done. And they're almost immediately rewarded for that. Flarich over here at long, finding some early damage. Electronic there, hoping he could land some choice deags in through the smoke. In reply, flash through, allowing Angel and Scooby to secure this foothold over in middle. Now trying to work the catwalk position, getting all of this territory on the back of the mid control. Boomich hoping he can hit this deeg and then just fade back into the bomb site, but he's just missed the timing. Players are already out, and Boomich hasn't seen it.
Ooh.
Oh, now he has, and there's Crush taking one to the dome. No trade in sight for HellRaisers. 40 seconds left, and eventually this T side has to make a move. They have to dedicate it towards one of these sites. They'll drop that mid to B smoke. They can't commit to the B play on the back of it. No one in tunnels, no tunnels control. This has got to be the play into A. Ooh. And that's where Na'Vi have 3 players. Simple seeing these guys in rotation. A man hidden in the bomb site. That's Guardian. Scooby goes over and will finally deal with the man in the site. Simple, desperate for this deeg, but Nuki makes quick work of him, and it's Boomich alone. Quickly cancelled out by Angel. Another round on the tally for HR. They'll go 4-3 up.
Yeah, that's the thing. While we have, you know, some maybe lesser-known players, some lesser experienced players at the top level here for HellRaisers, they are being led by Angel. He's certainly got the read. He's certainly got, you know, the experience to in-game lead this roster, as he has through many iterations of HellRaisers lineups. And that, you know, on its own is incredibly valuable. Currently sitting in the lead against Na'Vi on this map right now. It's Na'Vi having to call out a tactical pause. Didn't need any back on Inferno. Well, finally a bit of pressure. And that's what we want, Harry, you know? Don't want Na'Vi running away with this too easily. Need to have a test. HellRaisers is putting up a sizable T-side so far, but here's the AWP coming back in for Guardian. This AWP matchup between Guardian and Nuki not going to be a factor as Guardian goes for the aggressive long peek, boost up on catwalk to allow Electronic to go fast. He's got nade for lower as well, but doesn't actually decide to throw it out. Scooby's in that position, and HellRaisers a very slow default into round number 8. Holding for Na'Vi to make a play. They know they're coming back in with a buy. They don't want to allow Na'Vi to get away with anything cheeky. Guardian's going to go for it, though. Might boost up on this cat corner. He's done so a couple of times before. He's missed the timing, however. Scooby's already pushed close to the tunnel, so he has got him past this potential AWP peak that now will no longer be a factor with Electronic backing up on short. HellRaisers is going to start to move in on that position, but Guardian's not played here before. They're not ready for it. No flashbang. Crutch gets picked up. Angel walking into B and dropped by Simple. First couple of kills going the way of Na'Vi. HellRaisers looking for a response. There's no one in CT, no one to stop a potential mid to B play. If they throw a smoke, however, that will give it away, and one of these cat players can drop off and try and assist.
Yeah, that smoke goes down, and there's the call. Guardian taking up a position back inside of A, leaving Electronic to help out with this mid to B split. Flamey dealt with by Nuki, but it's Simple's presence that goes unchecked. Just Flaric alone, dinked by the M4, desperate to win that fight, and Simple does not give it up. The AWP grabbed as well. I'll have two of them moving in to this next buy round. Double AWP finally getting bought out for the CT side of Na'Vi. And you're hoping this is where you can see it make some immediate impact here heading into round number 9.
I like the trigger discipline from Simple. I kind of wish he just let that AWP walk through and took both kills instead. There's no way they would have expected him there after just killing his teammate also in the window, but, you know, safe decision. Get the guaranteed kill, and, well, he takes both anyway. Yuki's still with money for this AWP. They will have another buy after this, even if the HellRaisers lose this round. So that is the positive side to take away from this 4-4 scoreline. Established a pretty decent economy so far. They've had Na'Vi on ecos. Getting up cat once again are HellRaisers. Seems to be their go-to at the start of the round. Guardian waiting for the shot. Crush with this Molotov. They've been throwing this as well to force this AWP back. And Guardian only shifting by a couple of meters, more than enough for him to take a sight line. Does find Crush at the start of the round. Simple's got a kill as well deep into the B tunnels, and he's pushing towards that smoke on the other side of the map. Meanwhile, HellRaisers is setting up for a cat play with 3, all trapped behind the smoke. Molly coming over. Guardian, no fear, can just fall back behind the ramp. Going back in, trying to find an angle above these flames. Oh, Molly's landing for HellRaisers, flashes in, but no one getting blinded here for Na'Vi. Flaric's getting a key entry. Guardian, flick shot right back. The bomb gets dropped. Yuki's still here on the catwalk, and Guardian is just waiting for the time to strike. 3 players peeking him, and Simple will finish off the job. Can't grab that AWP that was up on the catwalk, but he gave it a go, Harry.
Yeah, if only he was a little taller or had little longer arms. Or a spring in his shoe.
Or stilts on his feet.
Yeah, that
all
one.
Of these things.
Platform shoes even.
Yeah.
Anything, just to give an extra inch or two. Sometimes that's all it takes. But Nuki, back out. Not one in the hands of Simple. Still just Guardian running that solo. Mach 10 on Crush is quick to get cat control for HellRaisers. They're a lot more decisive in taking this early on, not allowing Na'Vi to get comfortable on this A side of the map. And they'll make that presence known. Flashbangs over on the catwalk just to spike Guardian. Electronic from atop the boost, able to remove one of these players trying to get out into middle. Now one has gotten by, and that might go unaccounted for, but I think Electronic just sees him there, and so Simple, primed and ready on the window. One by one, this round is getting torn apart, and it's only Nuki left alone down in the lower tunnels, so far removed from this bomb site. Does at least have the bomb on his back. 50 seconds left on the clock, though, a very long time to try and outstay the wolves that are hounding him down on the other side of things. Look at Boomich all the way in through T-spawn, and Nuki, well, he might just walk into his crosshair. Indeed he will. Or drop Na'Vi 6-4.
Boomich is actually playing with his mouse upside down.
Yeah.
He just doesn't care. He
moves his hand over the laser.
How are we saying that at the same time?
I don't know, man. We're just on the same wavelength, Hugo. It's like those, I don't even remember what they were called. Were they called like vertical mice or something? Did you ever see them?
No.
Mate, they were really big in shops and offices, and they were weird and odd invention.
The ones with a massive ball.
No, they're just ball mice. They're just normal mice with a ball
enough,
in.
Mate. They're weird enough. I don't know. I like my mice with no wires, personally. It is 2019. Anything is possible. Electronic getting hounded from behind. He gets 2 kills before that trade is found, and now Na'Vi just collapsing upon this mid play. Simple. He pushed tunnels last round, and he found the AWP. Didn't decide to take it. Just stuck with the AK-47, and so that's something worth noting. Na'Vi not being really pressured, so no need to pull out 2 AWPs. Rifle will get the job done. Simple can stay mobile with that, and we've seen him divvying between the B tunnels and fighting middle. Scooby's found a gun. That's electronics. He's going to run back towards, or through T-spawn rather, and try and regroup with his teammate. Maybe get out through long, but that's where Boomich sits. Barrich has the armor, so he will take that rifle. Just playing the trade game here, baiting Scooby for that opening kill. Scooby has a molly to force Guardian off this angle on the A site. They've been doing that before, but Guardian's just going to be able to re-peek from a bunch of different positions, bunch of different angles. That's going to make things hard, but he has no support. So Guardian on his own here, 30 seconds, and there's the immediate kill. Dink down to 14, but a Molotov to keep Flarich at bay. He's got to force a plant at the end of the day. So Guardian, he doesn't even need to take any more fights. Boomich has moved up in the meantime, getting picked from the car. This could be a kill. If Flarich finds Guardian, who's already down to 10, it opens up the window for a bomb plant. Flash coming up from lower, Flarich running out of time, and Guardian just playing with his food. Flamey's on the wraparound, and Flarich, he was hoping for a peak that would never come through. 7 for Na'Vi, 4 for HellRaisers. They've been a bit silent since Na'Vi have had guns back in their hands.
Yeah, Guardian doing a stellar job there of not giving that kill away. As you mentioned, there was a very, very brief window where Flarich could have found that kill and got the bomb planted. So Guardian, despite being 1 shot away from certain death, a real hero in that round for Na'Vi. Straight rundown suicide from HellRaisers. Lots of balls to go for that, but they've gotten away with it. This AWP hasn't really been playing the mid portion of the map. It has just been Guardian back here inside of the A bomb site. They throw themselves onto the catwalk and into the line of fire. Guardian here. It's Electronic that's the switch up. Will they be ready for an extra man inside of this site over at Goose?
I like this flash Electronics is throwing, because if you're coming up short as a T, that palm tree kind of covers it. You don't get to see it. You don't get a chance to react, and you're just blind. And then next thing you know, Guardian's peeking you from the back of Goose. HellRaisers getting flashed up anyway. They haven't even made their way past Cat. Minute on the clock. We've seen minimal long control from the HellRaisers, with the exception of the opening couple of rounds. Angel going to be throwing a mid to B smoke to try and force one of those A players to rotate towards CT, but I don't think Na'Vi are going to fall for this. Simple instead just going to come down mid and try and hold on to it. B's not being pressured, so he can leave Flamey alone to deal with that portion. HellRaisers still full util on most of their players, so they can throw in a fake, they can get some nades in A, they can back up into tunnel, but the fact they have 5 players committed to this side of the map does seem like there's no time to go back, and in this time, Simple is getting eager towards the B tunnels, a potential push that could uproot a flank onto this A bomb site. Guardian, AWP in hand, Molotov is down, he's going to get Molly as well on the site, moving back towards Goose. Electronic is still there as well, with that flashbang poised and ready. Guardian's going to miss a shot though, out through long they go. Boomich with 1, the trade is in. Electronic going wide. Guardian has still not been found in this Goose. They are neck and neck. They're blocking each other, and Electronic going to get away with a kill. Flarich trading right back, and Nuki opens up for the bomb plant. That was messy, but there's no time left. Even with the frags for Nuki, it's Na'Vi with a round. Everyone dies, but 8-4, and that's what matters.
Guardian and Electronic are giving me and you a run for our money with how in sync they are there over at the back of the bomb site. It was like looking in a mirror almost, but a terrifying mirror where...
Aren't all mirrors terrifying for you, Harry?
Yeah. Oh, that's savage. I only just got that one. it's like the big worry, right? Whenever you're not looking at a mirror, what if you're in there looking back at you, right? Does that ever cross your mind?
No.
It crosses my mind all the time. How do I know I'm not in my own reflection judging myself?
You're too deep down the wormhole, Harry. Anders would like a talk with you. Oh dear. 4 on 3 here though. Aggression into the B tunnels, and Na'Vi, they've given up waiting. They are no longer passive. Simple, however, this is inquisitive. He is pushed all the way down. Now, if he doesn't hear HellRaisers coming in back from T-spawn, they could bypass him and get into that B bomb site. Na'Vi have given it up because Flamey's watching middle, but he's about to be met with Nuki, almost strafing wide enough, switching back to the left side. Volley's going to make some noise, and he's going to go down to Guardian. That is unfortunate. The smoke is in the face of these 2 B tunnels players, and that's given Simple time to get back into the site. The window of opportunity for HellRaisers is gone.
Yeah, it's closed shut, and Electronic aggressing in through those long doors has got so much info for Na'Vi. They've read that this is likely that T-spawn rotation into the halls. It's the only spot on the map that they've just recently given up. So Simple ready does not mean he's necessarily going to win all the fights. And if you're Flaric, yeah, you've got to commit to this one. Oh, there's very little time left for you in this round. Rotation's already coming in, but another kill found for Flaric onto Flamey, and now Electronic and Guardian 2v1. 20 seconds on this clock. Still a chance for Flaric in this round. Not able to catch Electronic, however, at the back of the site. And that is Na'Vi just about saving that one. 9-4. Sorry, 8-4.
No, 9-4, Harry, you're right.
Oh, I was
Believe
right.
in yourself.
I can't read.
Yeah, that'll get in the way. And this was, HellRaisers sitting 4-3 up at one point. Na'Vi have pulled 6 rounds in a row to now make this favorable for them. And, at that point, at the point that HellRaisers were in the lead initially, it felt like they had a grasp over this game. But since the AWP has come through for Guardian, since Simple has been playing that B bomb site rather than middle, things have just looked so much more solid for Na'Vi. They've not been tested on long. We've had no early long executes. The only thing we've had is occasionally Nuki will go for a pick, and I think he got 1, and that was it. I want to see some long control at least taken, because as seen in that round, the flank from Boomich coming through, getting all the way back through T-spawn, right when HellRaisers had a chance, they had a really good opportunity to get into B, but Boomich just gets the info that, okay, long's clear, we have mid, it has to be B. And Simple was able to hold down at least for 1 there.
And that's the thing, right? HellRaisers, they've been playing very, very similar in all of these rounds. They take this early map control, and then they'll just hold it down to about that 40-second mark. With no challenges coming in, you're dead on. In so many of these rounds, Boomich has just been allowed to aggress in through long and get information. He's even looking to do it again. And look, there's no one there for HellRaisers.
Surprise, surprise.
There is a world in which this flank just keeps coming in and keeps destroying the game plan of HR. Because if you're them, it must feel like Na'Vi are always 1 step ahead. And that's because they are always 1 step ahead. That's why you're feeling that way. Sometimes it's not just a feeling, it's a reality. And that might be the case for HellRaisers. Boomich still creeping over towards long. Guardian in the meantime is aggressed. They get a man into CT, and Scooby's not detected, but still, somehow, Electronic winning his fight. Flamey coming in to save the day, and that's the bomb dropped out in the open into the prying eyes of Guardian. Guess where Boomich is? Surprise, surprise, Nuki is able to deal with that flank effectively. It's the front line they should have been worried about, because that's where Guardian's AWP is. A 10th round now on the board for Na'Vi.
What else can you ask for, Harry?
Yeah.
What else can you ask for, right? Since Na'Vi have had money, they have not lost rounds. They've just kept it going, 7 in a row. Just absolutely obscene. And again, you called it. That flank from Boomich immediately coming out the second that there's players spotted in middle and some pressure on Catwalk. Also, Guardian, he was up on Cat. That smoke that Scooby dropped in through into CT, Guardian caught a whiff of that. He just saw a player, and I think he double checked. He was like, did I see him? I think I did see him. And calm that to Electronic, who gets away with a kill.
If you're Boomich, I feel like, and as we've seen, and now being in round 15, there's not really time for us to see this, but he's just going to keep going for that long aggression until he is stopped. Like at this point in the game, they haven't stopped you for 14 rounds straight almost. You just keep doing that. And it's not until it feels like we finally see some attention from HR put towards that side of the map that they're going to be able to find any success, because it's not like they're getting opening kills elsewhere on the map while this aggression's coming through, but this round is different. Angel opening up, removing Electronic and securing the 5v4 early. Double AWP is out, and Simple, first time we've really seen him have much to say with it, trying to duel with Nuki over in mid.
Oh, nice shot. Boomish was playing the site here. Guardian was actually watching long, expecting a fast early play. It didn't come through. He's got to rotate back, but that smoke is going to cut off a lot of lines of sight for him. 3 players here for HellRaisers. Flamey looking for those headshot angles, but the AWP, not the best weapon for this fight. Scooby is going to get advantage back with that AK. Guardian trading though, and Scooby still sits on the site going wide, and with another frag, Scooby has looked so damn good. Simple with a jump shot, finding some damage, but surely this one can't come through. Nuki's going to eventually repeak, and HellRaisers will take that 5th of the half, the last of the half as well. Scooby has been a pleasure to watch, but other than that, HellRaisers really having a rough T side. They at least get one to stem the bleeding at the end of the half. They're going to have to do it all over again as they switch over to the CT side. Join us for the second half after a break.
Sitting on a bench, waiting for the time to pass, dreaming of what happens next. I see what I wanna be, questioning my destiny, only knowing what I see. I don't even realize I've already made a path, and I can change it anytime. I can't take it back. I know what I want, but it seems so damn far away. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said I know I empower those who dream like me. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said I know I empower those who dream like me. And you say you wanna be somebody. Keep the hustle moving. I know I am crazy to somebody.
For HellRaisers, they find them tank though, or will this be the
roster and Na'Vi with Guardian now in the trade Flamey getting one oh trigger discipline. He's waiting for the right.
I like Charlie. Like has to show the burst. Nuki doing as here. I'm never really a fan.
I think that's fine. It might be a quicker affair for HellRaisers. Me getting another one, so
players that have gotten by over towards Catwalk, so as long as Simple can keep Nuki distracted over in mid, the bomb plant should be found here at a minimum for Na'Vi. That rotation coming in from the scout now, and these two players not having armor, maybe there was a chance for the USP to do something there. The Deagle though works in Na'Vi's favor, and now this bomb can go down. They've got some time to set up these post plants. They have cat control, so it's going to be this, I imagine, the short plant, but they'll play it safe, not looking to re-aggress into the catwalk. Instead, they're going to try and play the trade game inside of this bomb site. Flarich with that MP9 over at long, he's going to be hard-pressed to get close with that crush, having to close the distance now, and the FAMAS appearing at the ramp. A terrifying sight if you're Na'Vi, a great sight if you're HellRaisers, but oh, where's that? Simple, double dig, what a round. I did not think he had that in him. So low on HP and somehow ducking down low enough behind that box to go undetected. Crush just didn't seem to consider there could have been a second. I thought he could see it.
He could see it, yeah. I think he was just tunnel visioned. After he gets that first kill, he thinks, okay, I killed the player behind the site, and he's watching Catwalk. That's where he flashed earlier. He had the assumption that that last player was back on Cat, as a lot of the time he should be with the A site taken by Na'Vi through Catwalk. It was just, like you said, not that open plant. It was a safe one for Na'Vi. And in this round, Flamey getting traded. A double nade setup for HellRaisers puts him very low, and he just has to commit to that fight.
Boomich threw a nade in there to blow the Krieg out of the doors and back towards him.
Was it successful, though?
Yeah, let's see. Let's see if we can get a vision on this. Oh, it looks like it might have. That Krieg is nowhere to be found.
Magic.
Boomich, big old brain on this guy.
They're desperately looking for
Yeah,
it.
they're like, where the hell has it gone? Well, it's been snatched.
Na'Vi just going to group up and walk into B here, and I think HellRaisers are realizing that. They're trying to get a slow rotation without making too much noise to come and help Scooby. There's two players in CT boosting, and Nuki now just fighting middle. Scooby's got to get something here, at least a kill, otherwise this round is going to be done immediately. And here for Na'Vi, there's a spot, but Simple jiggling, checks his close corner. There's a player in mid as well, ready to lurk out. Electronic, does he expect this boost so late in the round? Flarich not being spotted, but he kills a player in CT, and Flarich ducking undetected below them. Oh, Simple, he's seen it, he knows. Oh, Flarich! That's a sick shot. He shouldn't get anything more. I guess Simple didn't have a head armor after all. That molly to CT should guarantee the round if it wasn't already. And Flaric just moments away from death here. Electronic will make it so. That's 12 rounds for Na'Vi. They pick up the first buy. HellRaisers falling on the eco follow. Oh, sorry, that's Na'Vi winning the eco and HellRaisers losing their own. Money is going to be a bit of a problem now for this CT side.
Immediately setting up Guardian. He had that long spawn. Flashes go out. This foothold taken, and it's the mid-crunch from HellRaisers. Simple is the man who will be in the firing line. Already dinked, tagged up, now helped up from top mid, and oh my word, the firing squad are in, the cavalry are here, and they're helping Simple out of danger. Another round for Na'Vi, but now we finally have that buy coming back in from the HellRaisers side.
Electronic having a yawn, finding this game a little bit too easy maybe, as Na'Vi sit in a very dominant lead, 13-6. It's nice to see Simple, you know, able to hide and his team just get all the frags. I've never seen that sticker. Well, here we go. Moment of truth now for HellRaisers. The AWP is out for Nuki, and he's got to get some value out of it. He's alone towards B. HellRaisers, quad long setup at the start. They're going to have to double back because Na'Vi are already on Cat. AWP for Guardian, and a bit of a boost on this corner, it seems. Electronic going up, up, and above. Nothing to be seen, though. Everyone hiding. Unless Crush goes a little bit wider on the car, Angel not been spotted either, but he sees the boost. So it seems. Simple's out mid, but this is being covered by Scooby. Simple waiting for those B rotates so he can catch a lurk kill. This will be the A execute for Na'Vi with 3 players up on catwalk. Flamey coming in late from long. There's that CT drop smoke as well. There's the cat smoke. Molly up. Angel is going to be in a world of hurt. No smoke to extinguish it. Has to back up. 50 seconds here as Na'Vi start to go.
Oh, they've slowed it right down. They're going to try and run boost the man up and over. It's Boomich throwing out into the open. Now he's not ready for Angel inside of the site. That's one from Angel. Now tucking himself away. Guardian posted up on this angle, hoping that the trade presents itself, and it will. But Angel getting ahead of the curve. It's Flamey to bail Na'Vi out of this bad situation they found themselves in. Getting 2 kills in a matter of seconds has now made this feel doable for Na'Vi.
Oh, Simple just let Nuki pass. He just let him go to CT spawn. I don't know if he's realized that, but that's the AWP coming back in. That could have been a kill for Simple for free and an upgrade, but I guess it won't matter after all. Electronic with 2 and Flaric with 1. He's going to trade it back. Actually does stop Flamey, and now Simple's got to come in from lower. Might even have to jump shot to win this round. Flaric has no kit. Stabbing that bomb, and Simple will just wait for the kill to come his way. Oh dear, that was, yeah, I guess it worked out after all for Simple letting that AWP pass. I thought surely with him getting out in middle in the start of the round, the entire purpose of that was to cut off the rotate, but he comes in for the clutch and no idea where he was. Flaric again watching short, as, you know, HellRaisers did last time they retook A. They thought it was a cat post plant. That was not the case.
And so now up against 14 rounds, they've got this partial investment, but it's really nothing to get too excited about if you're HellRaisers. Early long control taken for Flamey, and that's a dink onto Nuki over at the back of the A site. Running with the Mac-10, driving them down. And with such a big foothold over towards the long side of the map early, Na'Vi, they'll put a man down in the pit, likely going to be Guardian on that AWP, and he can just hold this entire line of sight. Such a strong position to get your AWP set up in. And you can see how much this has restricted that movement for HellRaisers over towards the A side of things. Simple, close to this smoke. Has to be careful, because while the scout's getting all the attention, there's a man still hidden here, still hidden in the back. Simple. Oh, primed and ready, however. You got to remember who you're up against sometimes, HR. And this is just Scooby now throwing into an undoable clutch. He'll get wrapped. Flamey shutting him down from the catwalk. Even if Flamey hadn't, Boomich was already in CT. There were so many players looking for that kill. And Na'Vi map and series point now.
And of course, the Mountain Dew app Game Fuel Power Play. Head over to twitter.com/ESLCS if you want to vote for it. You can pick your favorite play of this series so far, and Chad will break it down for you on the telestrator later on. That is the Mountain Dew app Game Fuel Power Play, and that will be coming up later after the game. But for now, Harry, HellRaisers is just trying to keep himself in this.
We had a special graphic there for the ones the production team voted for by the looks of things, and they want to see the simple knife. I guess it's more Flamey's knife. Yeah, the team kill. Flaric, he's killing a team, but it's the right one as he does deal damage to Na'Vi, trapping Electronic here over at Gandalf, finally delivering that kill. And now Simple trying to catch this timing over towards the B side of the map. Will get snuffed out of the round. Flamey and Guardian, 2 versus 5. This could be a 7th on the horizon for HellRaisers.
Oh, he's going to go through the spawn. Guardian's covering the door as well, but the flash is good into middle. Flamey open, but he's going to get that kill to Nuki. The AWP dropped on Car. Huge frag for the Creed, but he will get traded by Flaric. Nice off angle there on the site. Guardian 1 on 4. It's all about damage, and well, Angels locked in that round from behind. So HellRaisers will be able to take a double AWP into the next round if they do so, please. And when you got 7 rounds up against 15, screw it. You can have as many AWPs as you want. Such a long road back here for HellRaisers. And it's not like Na'Vi are low on funds yet.
No, they haven't really been too worried in the majority of these rounds thus far over on the T side. So that money not becoming a problem. Guardian trying to catch players on the cross. Nuki holding ahead. Oh, sorry, just to the right of that smoke. Speaking of going ahead, Angel's already aggressed all the way down catwalk, and Scooby's holding close mid. That said, Guardian dealing with the aggressive player, Nuki removing Electronic, and as a result, they never saw this man tucked in close to these mid doors. Scooby still an unknown factor. His teammate's been removed, and Simple gonna follow up onto Scooby. Crush and Flaric, the only 2 left standing. They have at least dealt with Flamey down towards the long boost. He got thrown up into the boxes, and they were still able to find him. 3 versus 2, Na'Vi still with that man advantage. They know where one of these players are. It's just Flaric that's that big question mark right now.
I don't think it's a huge question mark, though. They know that the HellRaisers are split 1 per site. Flaric has been the B player, so it's more of a case of working out how you want to approach this, knowing that, you know, Crush is more the unknown entity. Where is he on A? B is pretty predictable. There's only a few spots, but Crush could be, you know, re-aggressing long, flanking Boomich, who's still watching out for that, by the way, or he could be on the A site. So Na'Vi, they don't want to deal with it. They just want to completely avoid that unknown entity, go towards the B play where Flaric is stuck in the bomb site. He's got to do it all. Good kill, though. Simple looking down towards the back of the site. Coming in through the door is Boomich, though, with an immediate trade. And with the CT spawn smoke down, Crush cannot stop them getting up through middle. 1 on 2 here for Crush. Bomb already ticking down for Na'Vi. He's got a kit, but utility coming in from this T side is going to slow him right down. Molly in the door. And Guardian's watching window. He's got a crossfire with his teammate who has to jiggle the tunnels. Crush going through, giving away his position. Guardian into the spot, and he even gets a leg as well as Crush jumps up. Finished off does Guardian. 15, now 16 for Na'Vi as they take the second map. Leave me alone, Harry, okay? As Na'Vi have taken
this
to it. Fine, you take the close.
Yeah,
you take
I'll
the close.
take this off of you, man. Na'Vi, they get it done. So much confidence from the likes of Guardian and co. And yes, 16 rounds at the end there for Na'Vi.
Really? Is that how many they had?
That is how many they had,
Brilliant stuff.
Believe it or not. A 2-0 finish for Na'Vi, as we expected. They're not disappointing. They're not slow starters. They're coming into this one on fire. That's this first series done, but there's still another one to follow. Do not go anywhere, because Chad and James are going to be here live from Leicester, breaking this down. But before that, Hugo, this is a replay. These are the Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel Power Play moments. Do you think it should go to Simple in his 4K round? The flamey knife,
invisible
the team kill, the invisible knife.
He was already a ghost.
That one could deserve it. Maybe it's this Simple almost clutch. Now, I don't want an almost clutch to win, but this was stellar work from Simple, or will it be Flourish, the 3K over on A?
These are those moments I don't think anybody is going to forget about, Harry. Great clutches, great clips, and you can vote for yours over on twitter.com/ESLCS. We're throwing over to a break. We'll be right back.